Good morning, Dubai. It is Friday morning, and this is the Lovin Dubai Show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through the top trending stories. Our top story for you today, we are speaking about the Gaza Freedom Flotilla. A Sharjah mom and hundreds of activists have now been detained.
And a major Sharjah-Dubai exit closed until October 11th.
We're talking about Karen Wazen. She's opened up about her heart condition to raise awareness for it.
And a penthouse is put on the market for 400 million dirhams.
500 million.
500 million dirhams.
I don't see the headline, but if you speak of things that give you heart palpitations, that is one of them. In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 27 to 35 degrees. There is a fever in the air. There's a fever pitch and it is rising.
Is it the humidity or is it Taylor Swift?
It's Taylor Swift's fans arising from their beds this morning and just going into like a hyper fan mode because today is the day that she releases Life of a Showgirl.
I love the cover, by the way. Can I say that? I love the burlesque kind of vibe. Like it's reminding me of that movie. What was it called? Burlesque with Christina Aguilera and Cher.
Yeah, but there's also another one, like an old...
Underneath the city lights.
That's
the vibe I'm getting, you know?
I didn't see that one, but there's another... There's another one Christina Aguilera's in. A burlesque movie set in Paris with Nicole Kidman. Oh,
no, I didn't watch that. I remember the one that was with Cher. And she forced Cher to watch her perform.
Oh, I feel like I'd enjoy that.
It's a good movie, by the way.
This is going to really bug me. Is anyone watching? Can anyone think of the movie I'm thinking? Set in Paris, Nicole Kidman. She stars as a showgirl. It's very theatrical.
I love those kind of movies, by the way. They're so fun. But you know what? Her title that says the show...
Moulin Rouge.
Oh! Okay.
I used the thing. Sorry, continue.
No, it's okay. At least you got the title. I know that itch, you know, like you have to get the title.
Thank you. Yeah, okay.
I understand it. What did I want to say? Yeah, I want to say that I think the title is telling, you know, the life of a showgirl. Do you think it's going to be about her? She usually talks, most of her songs about her own personal experiences.
I have no idea, and I know that Taylor Swift fans will know every answer to this question, but I'll give you my summary. So I just went into Spotify and you can see the names of the songs because it's just released. Yeah. One of them is called Ophelia, and there's a really interesting story in the States right now about someone called Ophelia who lost their lives, but it's a person, and there's an interesting backstory to it, so I wonder maybe it's connected to that, and then probably not though. And then the second one, it's about Elizabeth Taylor. It's called Elizabeth Taylor, so maybe it's about you know, show personas, iconic show personas, but probably across a vast range of not just like your classics, but like maybe interesting people that she just wanted to highlight. Who knows?
We never know. You know what? I'm just waiting for those Taylor Swift fans to take it to TikTok and start intercepting and analyzing every single detail, because even though I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, I still enjoy those conspiracy theories and those little minor details like, oh, did you see what she mentioned? And then they'll pull out old videos of her, I don't know, with someone or with her fiance, because she's engaged now. And they'll put two and two together
and they'll make 7.
Yeah.
So come back to us on Monday, because we'll probably have seen these on our TikTok feed. Yes, but let's jump into our top story of the day. We're talking about the Gaza Freedom Flotilla. Sharjah mom and hundreds of activists have been detained. The Israeli Navy intercepted nearly all of the 40 civilian boats that we discussed yesterday, which make up the Global Summit Flotilla, which is a massive aid mission attempting to break the blockade on Gaza. According to Reuters, more than 450 people have been detained, including the high-profile Swedish campaigner Greta Thunberg and also a Sharjah UAE resident. She's a South African and Canadian citizen, and she's a mum of 3. Her name is Dr. Zahira Zumar.
The Israeli military has confirmed it stopped almost all boats with activists taken into custody and transferred to a large cargo ship before being brought ashore. So organizers say that only one vessel, the Marinette, remains at the sea, about 80 nautical miles from Gaza and just beyond the interception zone.
The flotilla, one of the largest of its kind in recent years, started as 40 vessels, and volunteers from more than 30 countries are on these boats. Its main aim was to establish a maritime corridor to deliver aid to people who need it most to the besieged territory of Gaza.
The Global Summit Flotilla has accused Israel of violating international law, while Israel maintains the activists were attempting to breach what is called a lawful naval blockade. The story is still developing.
And so what's happened is, from my understanding, as the boats were approached by Israeli naval forces, everyone chucked their phones. Yes. But I think there was a signal back to the people at operations, the Global Summit Flotilla. If you'd like to get more on the story, they're the people sharing all the stories. They then would release a video on each person's account, and that's why we have this video behind me here of Dr. Zahira Zumar.
Holding the passport.
She's holding her passport and she's saying, please speak to, she is a national of Canada and South Africa, and she's saying, please speak to my government to ensure that I am released. And now people are calling on governments to have these people released.
And this is all for precautions. I'm sure they film it ahead of time, and it's a really important point to emphasize as well that this is breaking international laws regardless of what Israel has been saying, because according to the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, if it's 90 kilometers away from its own shores, it's considered breaking international law, and this arrest or going into their boats is illegal and breaking the international law. Even if it's considered an active war zone, it is still considered breakage of the international UN law. And
you know what really, I guess, is the, you know, we've got well-known people on these boats, but we also have people who just want to create awareness. And Dr. Zahira, who, as we said, is a mum of 3, and she posted the video, which was her original purpose for getting on the boat. And I just thought it was so strong because she said, you know, we're all making awareness, but what is awareness? And when, if someone asked you, what if it was your child? And she said, and I played with this because for so long she has children of her own, and this is a dangerous situation for many reasons.
Yes.
Many reasons. But she said, if she had to answer that question, and if someone said, well, I'm doing awareness, what is awareness? So she's doing this for the children of Gaza, and every person who got onto those boats, we thank you, for making this a global story and to keep the spotlight on Gaza.
And to just show more of how Israel will stop at no limits to continue its blockage on Gaza and their attacks on Gaza, as well as people that are attempting to help those people in Gaza. So I know that there's still one boat that's on shore. Let's hope they remain safe till now, because we still don't have enough updates, because it's being updated by the minute.
Yeah.
So out of all the 40, there's one that's left, but
yes, and it's actually got a live on YouTube.
It got alive, yes, it got alive on YouTube. And you know what was really upsetting, waking up
it's still going strong right now as we speak.
Yeah, I hope they'll be able to reach the Gaza, really. But what was really sad to see and heartbreaking to see waking up to this news is because yesterday when we were talking about the 15 boats that were intercepted, there were some boats that went ahead, and people were super hopeful that those boats would be able to reach. And to wake up to this news and to see that they were also intercepted, it was super heartbreaking, because we had like a small hope, although we knew what Israel was capable of, but we still had that little hope that we might be able to reach. Although they might not be packed with a lot of aid that could help a lot of people, but it's still a major step to take, or major step or journey to actually be able to reach and help people, those are waiting.
If you want to catch it on YouTube, you can. The Global Summit Flotilla, ship Marionette, still sailing. And people are just kind of watching this moment, and they're really not far from shores. So
we really hope they reach.
As we said, it's a developing story.
So if you're a driver that makes their journey from Sharjah to Dubai or Dubai to Sharjah, this is the major news, because there's a major exit closed until October 11th. So the Sharjah Roads and Transport Authority has announced the temporary closure of the King Faisal Street exit to Al Wahda Street heading towards Dubai from October 3rd to 11th, 2025, as part of the ongoing road improvement project aimed at easing congestion and improving traffic flow.
The exit is a critical route for daily commuters during peak hours, making the closure especially significant for those travelling between Sharjah and Dubai, the most famous travel route in the country, I would argue. Motorists are urged to plan alternative routes, allow extra travel time and follow traffic safety instructions with signage and on-ground guidance in place to assist drivers during this closure period.
So I know this is a little bit of the sad, maybe annoying news and irritating news for some, but it's just hold on, you'll get there. This is just to help more with easing the congestion and the traffic. Just 1 week. You know what? We're speaking of privilege right now because we're not experiencing this traffic. I know a lot of people are irritated with this news, but it's just for your own good.
You sound like a mom.
I always sound like a mom. Like, I'm not going to give you your phone.
This is for your own good.
This is for your own good.
No screen time until you're 18. This
yeah,
is
but
for your own
it's the
good.
health congestion, we all know how annoying it is, okay? Until you actually have to or get to experience the Sharjah to Dubai traffic or Dubai to Sharjah traffic. Have you ever experienced this?
Mm-mm.
No? You've never been?
No, I've never. Of course I've been.
Yeah,
but I've never done the early morning commute.
Oh. I have a friend that works in Mall of the Emirates, and she has to start work at 9 a.m., but she leaves the house at 5 a.m.
Wow, yeah. Two things on it, I would say. One is, I think until a couple of years ago, we were blessed with extremely quiet streets.
Yes.
So even now, the city wants Dubai to become a 20-minute city, but when I think of going from A to B, regardless of the location, where I live, I'm always giving myself 30, 40 minutes because of the traffic. But it used to be less.
It used to be less, exactly.
But it's gotten busier. But if you live in a city like London, it's an hour.
Whoa.
Because it's a big city and you're getting 3 tubes to get from A to B, always. Yeah. So it's still okay. And the second thing I would say is no one is working harder than the RTA on these roads. And even, I think they're even looking at, yes, the RTA is doing this. I think they're even looking at different measures, like on-the-road tunnels. I think they're in discussion with Elon Musk in terms of, how can we really change the game in terms of transport in the city. So the week detour, if it's going to improve overall.
Let's see. You know what? We never know. It might work. We live in a country that listens and sees that people are struggling with traffic, just like how we're seeing here in Dubai. As soon as we complain just once about a specific road, a bridge is being built, a road is being built, an exit, a detour, anyway. But like you said, that's so true. It definitely increased, and I feel like throughout the day, regardless if it's rush hour or not rush hour, it's always busy. But this means economy is good.
Exactly.
You know? This means we have money.
We have jobs.
We have jobs.
We have electricity, we have food, we have AC, and we are thankful. Let's jump in to our next story of the day. Karen Wazen opens up about her heart condition. So the Dubai-based influencer and resident is opening about her health journey, and we thank her because it's creating awareness and it's resonating with many. Karen revealed that she was diagnosed 4 years ago with a heart condition called SVT, or supraventricular tachycardia. It's a non-life-threatening rapid heartbeat, but one that can be a little terrifying when you're experiencing it.
She says that the first time it happened, she thought she was having a panic attack. Her heart rate spiked to nearly 200 beats per minute before she was rushed to the hospital, where doctors finally identified SVT. Karen explained that while breathing techniques and what's known as vagal maneuvers can sometimes help slow the heart rate, the only long-term solution is a procedure called heart ablation, one she admits she's been postponing.
She said that living with SVT has changed the way she cares for herself. She's had to quit caffeine, quit smoking. Well done, I remember we posted that story when she opened up about that. And also prioritising her sleep and learning to manage her stress better. She shared her story to remind others living with irregular heart rhythms that they're not alone, and that understanding what's happening inside your heart can make the condition feel a little less scary. Anything to do with the heart is so scary, I must say.
Yeah, it's as soon as anything that's related to the heart, it's super scary, and immediately like freak out, you know, because I thank God I'm not diagnosed with that, but a long time ago, that was I think 7 years ago, it was a while back, I was misdiagnosed with a heart condition. I don't remember exactly what the name was because they were trying to figure out what to categorize it as, but it was a misdiagnosis. I didn't have a heart condition. So what the doctors thought was it was something similar to that, where you'd have rapid and fast heartbeats, where you'll need to take pills to slow it down. So for the first week or so, I had to take those pills, and I have to say something, and I have to give it to her. Those pills are actually so painful. They're so uncomfortable because you feel it. You'll start having a little bit of chest pains because your heartbeat is you're trying to slow down this heartbeat, and you feel it, you feel it, and sometimes you're not in the mood to drink, you're not in the mood to eat food. It's so scary. So I have to give it out to her if she's taking those pills constantly. I'm not sure which pills she's been diagnosed with, prescribed to, sorry. But honestly, I wish her the best on this journey. I hope safety, health, and fulfillment. I hope she finds a cure soon, and I know the next best solution is the surgery, and this is up to her. But thinking about undergoing a surgery is a tough decision, especially if it's related to a heart.
Yeah,
there are a lot of risks. But this is up to her. This is up to her doctor's decision, maybe recommendations, and I hope she takes the right decision that's best for her and her family.
Yeah, I would also just acknowledge difficulty if you're an influencer with a large following in terms of what you do and don't share, because and I think it's nice, and I really feel for Karen that she's gone through this, but I think it's great that she does share the hardships, because I think that Instagram is so filled with perfection, and people try and share a little bit of hardship, but like it's rare that you see like the real stuff that people are going through.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's important to raise awareness for these things, and I do think that we are just a village when. If she shares that she's going through this, I'm sure someone who's reading that knows someone who's going through it, and they can say, hey, look, Karen's done it too, and probably make you feel a little bit less alone. And I think that's the goodness of social media, with so much badness there, that these types of awareness things are quite important when there's this person in the spotlight and they're so perfect, and it's like, it's not as easy, because she's got 3 kids and it's also picture perfect. But I'm glad that she shares that life isn't smooth sailing, because I think so many people probably can relate to her more.
True, exactly. And it's also about changing your daily life habits. Having to do that as well is really difficult, especially if you're so used to caffeine like ourselves.
And not everyone does. That's the problem, is that they're like, okay, well, I'll just keep going, and then things get worse. But she did quit smoking a few years ago. She did quit smoking,
quit caffeine, so that's her putting herself first, and considering her family and the people around her, the people that love her, that she needs to take care of herself. She needs to take care of her health. We've had different influencers that open up about their health issues. We've had May Vault, when she opened up about her cancer.
Exactly.
And the other influencer, what was her name? She was, do you remember what her name was? I think it starts with a Sabi?
Oh, is it not Yumna Sabri? No, I don't.
Yeah, both of them, they were healed, alhamdulillah. But it's I don't want to put it in a term that sounds it's good. It's nice to see relatable content on social media other than just perfection, because we take social media as an escape, and then to open it and to see that someone else is living like what you think is a better life than you, sometimes it will not help your mental state. And as soon as I see content creators being open about their personal struggles, it's like, yes, you know what, I really like it. And I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of content we want to see online. Yeah. This is the kind of content I want to see, something that's relatable, something that's not over the top. And I think this is what really pushed people to, a while back when they had the whole boycott thing, is like we want to put an end to this.
Perfect.
Yes, that's unattainable.
Like constantly new outfits, private jets,
and expensive outfits and stuff like that, private jets.
Right.
Big proposals.
They just wanted real
content.
Real things.
Real things.
Speaking of real things, we jump into our next story. Before we jump into the next story, I want to give a shout out to Pazan Christ again, because you've highlighted the sound We're adding additional sounds to our show, but we hear that the volume was probably a bit too loud, so we're going to work on fixing that. Thank you for the note. But anyway, back to speaking about unattainable things.
Oh God, what a segue! So a penthouse within 500 million dirhams price tag exists in Dubai. So Dubai has unveiled another record-breaking listing: a 47,726,000 square foot 7-bedroom penthouse at Jumeirah Asora Bay, priced at 500 million dirhams. This ultra-luxury residence comes with a private beach access and infinity pool, spa, fitness pavilion, and a sweeping views of the Arabian Gulf, Burj Khalifa, and downtown skyline.
I can't. Because it's Jumeirah, so you know it's spectacular. 47,000 square foot.
40,000 and 7 bedrooms.
My heart is breaking. And I'll tell you why. I'm looking at
a 1-bedroom apartment. Oh my God!
I'm looking at 1 and 2 beds, and it's like 1,000 square foot, which is fine. But I'm just saying, 47,000. That's just absolute goals. This is our reminder to work hard. For context, the most expensive penthouse sold in 2024 was also 500 million dirham, and this was one of the Como Residences units on Palm Jumeirah. However, this residence is located along Le Maire's prime coastline, stunning beach down there. The new penthouse is scheduled for handover in Q1 of 2029, which probably means this is an off-plan rate, which probably means it's going to get more expensive when it's finished.
You know, we just have the renders right now. So financing such a property would mean staggering 150 million dirhams down payment, with monthly mortgage installment estimated at 1.84 million dirhams over 25 years. 25 years. 1.84 million
a month.
A month.
It's just a different ballpark.
It's a different ballpark.
It's a different level.
1.84 million is the price for 1-bedroom apartment in some locations. You know, I've read enough real estate property plans to see the ratings nowadays, you know. So imagine every month, okay, you're putting an installment for a penthouse that costs 1-bedroom apartment in different areas.
Sorry, what's the question?
That's not the question. I'm just letting you think about it. Have a think.
Okay.
So, would you rather have multiple apartments?
Yeah.
Or have that penthouse?
That penthouse.
Yeah. But think about it.
Am I paying?
Investment. It's an investment.
No, it's not. I'm going to live there. I can live. I would be happy there, Massa.
Yeah?
I would be fine.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. So if you pick this penthouse, it has fitness hub, pool, cinema, everything else, okay?
Yeah.
Would you feel isolated?
I'd be okay.
Or do you feel like it's okay, it's just part of your daily life?
I think it would be okay. I'd be fine.
Just leave it. Just give it to her. Leave her there. She'll be more than happy.
Can we just say these are so extra, these homes. But what I would say as well is that there's been so much development in Dubai in the last 5-10 years, and I think this will be a moment that we look back on and say, Dubai changed the game, because in cities and countries around the world, in the most expensive cities where it is to buy real estate,
yes,
New York, London, Hong Kong, the level of the amenities in the buildings is very different to here.
Oh, 100%.
Like, yes, I'm looking at like a 1 or 2 bed apartment, but I saw a great video yesterday, like, those apartments come with paddle courts. Those apartments come with squash courts. They're pretty sizable in comparison to others. So while the elite can live this redonky, luxurious life, I also think that the real estate in Dubai in general provides a very nice lifestyle.
Exactly.
Nice location.
And you know what? You just made me think, by the way, what a way to make us think deep into this. Smart homes is becoming a normal part of apartments. Like, it's something.
What is that though? What is a smart home? When I see it, I'm like, okay, what are you going to do for me,
and
robot?
It's in every.
What is this?
So smart homes is just to go in, okay, and then you can connect it to CV. You can connect the whole apartment to your Siri, and then you can say, Siri, bedtime, and the lights will shut, and then Siri, I'm home, and the lights will switch on. Siri, open the curtains. And you don't have to lift a finger. You can just, hey Siri, open the curtains.
Hey Siri, play music. Hey Siri, lock the doors.
Yes.
Hey Siri, turn off the appliances?
It's literally in every handover plan, every different building, every new apartment.
Currently,
it's the norm now. A smart home is a norm.
Is anyone watching the show currently, or anyone in the studio or back studio? I'm talking to you, Kirby, Massa.
I don't
Rollies,
have a smart home.
Does anyone have a smart home?
I don't have a smart home. Maybe one
Comments,
day.
please.
With all those new plans.
But I want to know if you're using it. You can turn on your washing machine, but you still need to put the stuff in the washing machine. But that, you know why I would love that feature? Because, okay, so this is privilege. The cleaner's coming at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the house at 8, and I want to put a wash on before she gets there. But I'm like, that is going to be sitting there for like 3 hours. So I could put that in and then turn it on at like 12. And then it would just be freshly washed when she arrives.
Exactly. Wow, see?
That would be handy.
Life made easy.
Because I was going to be like, who's actually using it?
Exactly. And imagine, you're ready for bed. You've done your skincare routine, it's time to go to bed. And you just sit down, you're like, the lights are on. Siri, close the lights.
Close the lights. Could you imagine living with a teenager? And you're like, Siri, turn off the lights. And they're like, Siri, turn on the lights, turn off the lights, turn on the lights. Turn down the music, turn off the music, turn on the music.
Oh, God. I would do that, to just spite my siblings. It's fun to annoy siblings. So imagine if my siblings in the other room was like, close the lights. I'm like, turn on the lights.
And imagine how freaked you would be if they decided to do it when you weren't there.
Yeah.
That's like another level of play. That's like future kids annoying their neighbours and parents. They get access to someone's smart home, and then you can like mess with things. Like you can turn off someone's freezer. Could you imagine?
How things change and how generations and things change. I wonder what we're going to have in the next few years and what's going to be part of our day in the next 20 years, I'd say, because 10 years is still too close. 20 years.
I don't think so in terms of tech, but the games that kids would play when you were younger to annoy your neighbours. So you go, and then you run.
Yeah.
Now they'll switch on and off their lights from a distance through tech.
Oh God!
You won't get your steps in that way, kids.
You will not. It's no fun, by the way. You can't see reactions.
Yeah. Speaking of fun, it's Friday, which means it is time to kick off the weekend. Weather-wise, we're looking at some wind. They say high gusts of wind happening throughout the weekend, which we do believe means it's a sign that the heat is dropping, which in fact it is. So it's time to get out and enjoy the cooler temperatures.
This week it's been peak humidity, so I'm hoping next week will be better.
I feel like because I haven't been out, I haven't noticed, but that's okay. Yeah. The end of the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you on Monday morning, so have a beautiful day, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.